Right, we're going to see what you think of this. We're going to see what you think of having just driven your ST track pack, which is just here. Yeah, you're going to find this slightly different with the RS, but it's going to be a good comparison. Certainly, probably shouldn't have started up right next to the dogs, but I didn't see them. We'll get the AC on because it's hot in here. Bear in mind how loud and how popped and bangs yours did. I think we got all the vents on. Yeah. I think you're gonna really enjoy it. Yours felt so quick with that M365, like seriously quick. Because this car's pretty warm, because I had a pretty long journey up here. I might stick in. No, I won't stick into sport mode just yet. I'll be good.
Scare the dogs.
I know they're already looking around. I'm like, I'm trying to be good. So you said straight away, you said you felt higher.
Yeah.
It is, and actually surprisingly, I think if you look at, just about see us on camera, I'm a little bit lower because this car's had a lowering kit fitted to it. So normally it's even higher. So it was just a Ford thing. Yours, you definitely sit lower.
Like right to the floor.
Yeah, definitely. This car has one of the world's worst turning circles ever. It doesn't give me, I can already tell it doesn't give me the same sort of confidence yours did. I think you sit down lower, but I'm interested to know your reaction.
Already firmer. It's like
how much level would you say is this firmer than? It's
a lot. It's like twice as firm.
And yours is obviously the track pack.
Yeah.
It's a little bit louder as well. So you can hear it's more whooshing, and she'll scream, and I mean, yeah, I feel the firmness as well. We'll go into sport mode because we'll get it into a little bit more of a loud. I can adjust the suspension to make it firmer than this, which, as you can imagine, is pretty ridiculous. But it's just like it growls.
Yeah. It doesn't.
It doesn't. For me, it doesn't lose traction, but it's.
But the torque, it doesn't feel the same. It's. I mean, it sounds amazing, but the pull doesn't feel. It doesn't feel as strong.
You know why? I feel like, because obviously yours, it grabs from the front and it just thrusts you forward like something else. This, because it's quite rear biased actually with the four-wheel drive, it feels like easy power. Yeah. Like anyone can really get it going, which kind of can. Your one, I like how Mountune did it with like the way it's quite difficult to get the bangs going. Yeah. With this, you just be like, I'm not even doing anything, and it will just do it by itself. It will just sort of pop and make noises. But,
okay, yeah.
it definitely goes. But the whooshes and sort of like all the elements of it is quite good. I think they did this car too firm, personally. I think because your track pack isn't exactly soft.
Yeah.
But I was the same as you. Can get it in fifth, and then you can still.
This is still tolerable.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the only thing is, I mean, it's firmer for a passenger, so I'm interested to know how you get on. I don't have my auto rev matching, so I have to sort of do like poor pathetic versions. I never tell if he's going around. Overtaking cyclists, you have to do it a little bit more carefully.
Like it's not. I get very travel sick.
Yeah. Well, luckily we're only going to have one lap of this.
No, but this is okay. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It feels good.
I mean, I had my motorway journey, and it was sort of like it's quite full on. You know, it's quite firm. And this is definitely quicker off the mark because of the no traction. We'll have a bit of fun.
Wow.
So it's like it's slow it down.
You can feel the difference.
The real key is I never really have to worry about throttle.
Yeah.
Whereas because it's just got it can just put it all down. But actually, because I've just got out of yours, it doesn't feel that much quicker. What do you reckon? This is interesting.
It doesn't.
It's a hard one.
It's hard to put into words. Yeah, it feel like mine feels. I know I'm saying the opposite to what you've just said, but it almost feels quicker off the mark.
Well, this one?
No, mine.
Yours, yeah.
But this has more. It has a lot more to give. You can tell.
I think as you push on, you sort of start noticing it's got that little bit more. But yours has got so much torque.
Yeah.
And also, they are fundamentally the same engine. It's the 2.3 EcoBoost. Yours is just the revised version.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not sitting in here now thinking. And I have that. I've driven quite a lot of STs recently, and I've got out of even standard ST track packs, and I've got into an RS, and I've gone, oh, now I know what an RS is.
Yeah.
But yours, with the noise, with the M365. Yeah, so if you're ever interested in selling it, I'll have it, because they're so good. I mean, yeah. But it's interesting, this is obviously the last RS, so I'm interested to know what... I mean, you know this road was bouncy, so it's a firmer car.
Yeah, that's it's not even a debate, it's way firmer. It's a lot firmer.
I have to show you what it's like in a racetrack road. Not to push it, but just to show you the suspension. It's hilarious. See what I mean? It's not even like remotely tolerable.
No.
But I never find it being like it helped me any more or less than your track pack. I mean, it's just unbearable. It's just like I've got to come out of it just almost straight away.
Yeah.
And then it softens.
If you were on a racetrack where you were working at full speed,
if it was completely flat.
Yeah.
And I think unlike yours, mine feels below sort of like maybe below 2. It doesn't really have anything. Whereas I kind of got the impression yours would pull anywhere. It didn't matter where it was, it would do it.
And I was shocked with the increase in torque from the 365. It was to go from 440, 440 is it?
440.
It's a big increase. I mean, that's a 25% increase.
Yeah, that's a lot. But I would say this car weighs a bit more than yours. I mean, they quote this one at about sort of 15-30 kilos, whereas yours is track pack. It's got lighter wheels. It's got probably looking at least 80 kilos lighter. You're probably a good 1 and a bit personal person.
Yeah, I think.
And that will just give you the power back, isn't it? It's free power.
I think it was high 1300s, I think.
Really? Okay. Sort of like dry or something. Yeah, I mean, it's a good... Like, I drove a guy's car around these roads and it had a pan roof. Yeah. And that sort of like, it didn't really feel like a step difference in weight.
Yeah. They're heavier, I guess.
Yeah, it was definitely heavier with the unsprung stuff. But yours felt like on its toes. I mean, you were saying your first, or one of your favourite cars was the Mark 7.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same as me. I had one in 2013, and it was just so much fun. You know, bang for buck and everything. It had a lot going for it.
I'd buy it back if I could.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that even now you can still. There's so many out there. You could find one. I find like the tracking in this car is quite wide, so I feel this car is wider than yours. I mean, we'll have to check some of the footage because I've done plenty of the side-by stuff.
Yeah.
I have to go so slow over things because it will scrape, sort of like the front splitter.
So you got the suspension dropped to its
this is just as it is. It's there's no sort of adjustable stuff like yours. So you can obviously tinker with yours with the coilovers. This is Ford's official stock standard suspension.
So it won't be ridiculously low.
No,
but pretty low.
but pretty low at the front. That's kind of it. It will sort of touch. The brakes feel, I mean, the brakes in this are not bad, but coming out of after yours, it just feels so not up for the job. And I do notice that when I'm sort of pushing on, I'm sort of like, it's not quite got what the whole package is. But the thing that this does have is it has a proper mechanical quaife diff at the front. So that combined with the four-wheel drive means I don't even need to think about not putting my foot flat, even with the extra power. Whereas yours is more playful and fun and fast. Like I mean, having just come out of it, I think it's faster.
I don't like to say it when I'm sat in your car.
No, go for it.
As a passenger, it does feel faster.
That's good to know. That's because you tend to feel more as a passenger as well. And I got the impression, even when I was sitting next to you in yours, I was like, that thing flies. So, and this is a stage 2. It's got an AirTech intercooler. It's got the full works. So it's a quick car. You know, it's fully warm as well. Came up here. It's running. This car's done 62,000 miles. So it's not like the engine needs. Yours has got more to give. It's only done 1,000 miles. Noise wise, this is a little bit louder, isn't it?
It sounds great.
I don't know where it's I prefer that. I think the short shifter in this is a little bit weird. I don't think it's like seated as well as it could have done. I think yours mounting have done a little bit better job on yours.
Does it feel the same, or does it feel short?
It feels like it's harder to get it in. It's harder to get into first gear on this, and you've got to be careful on not missing a gear. Whereas yours, as soon as I got in it, I was like, all right, that's where it is. That's where third is. That's where, you know, it's all slick and smooth. And obviously, it's a brand new car as well, so it's gonna be great.
I missed second gear. I think the second day I had it, I nearly cried.
Oh
it screamed at me.
That's the thing that can happen. What else is there? So brakes are better in yours. It's not really any slower, if not faster. I guess the thing is, you know, the sun's come out for us today. When it rains,
terrible.
I actually really love going out in this car in the rain. Just because you can really push it to its limits. Oh man, and for like usability stuff as well. I mean, I'll try and explain to you how bad the turning circle is, but it just doesn't have any lock on it, so you can go full lock on things, and it just doesn't, like, even just turning normally, it's difficult.
It's minor. That's not what it's made for.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of agree with you, because we've both kind of been going back and forth between the two.
I had the feeling. I spoke again to the guys at Mount True, and they were like, "Well, we can turn this up to 450 if you want us to." What? They don't sell that, but they're saying they could if they wanted to, but they don't recommend it because it.
Which is what mine has. I know that's what I would say the same. But hey, this has had the tune since 2019. So the guy's done miles in it.
It's still healthy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, what I just showed you there, I poodle around. You might have seen some of my videos. I barely really pushed this at all. But yeah, the 2.3 can do it. If you want. I think Revo Stage 2's got 410 in the Mark IV. Okay. So yeah, because they say in this, to me, they say between 400 and 440. That's what they say. And I was kind of like, oh, it's probably like 400 at best. But I took it to like I've met up with a couple of YouTubers recently, and they've sort of gone, yeah, it's quick. It's like it feels like it's got a much more of a shove. But yeah, as we sit next to yours, I can't help kind of wanting to switch seats, but there is
the swap keys.
We've had so much fun. It's just like there's always so much to kind of go over. But yeah, I guess the thing is as well, I guess price, there is a price difference. Yours is more expensive, so you're going to get that more premium feel. But the RSs hold their money pretty well. I think that will do pretty well. I don't know how many track packs they're going to be able to make before eventually Ford can't make cars. They have to make electric versions of that. But that's amazing. I generally came up here and I was sort of like, that's going to have too much power. And now I'm sort of like, that's got a lot going for it.
Just enough.
Just enough.
But that's the whole point of the mount tune, is it has just enough.
Yeah.
And yeah. I know that it's a sales pitch when you stood in their garage, but they say the same. Look, they're not going to compete with Revo and try and get it to 400 because they don't need to.
Yeah. They
tune it to what they think it should be.
Yeah.
And how it should drive.
And that's a good, and they've got such a good partnership with Ford as well.
Yeah.
Ford are sort of known with mount tune, and that's really, that's such a cool part of it. But yeah, we'll end this video here. I think, yeah, if you have a Mark III RS and you're sort of like, oh, I want something newer, I think both of us are kind of on the same page. Genuinely, I think go for the track pack. I drove a stock track pack, and I sort of came out of that going, yeah, the RS, because the 280 and the less torque. But in that, yeah, go for that. Go for that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, subscribe. Plenty more content to come.